preteens, it's Connor here with another Bible lesson for y'all. I hope you're ready because we've got a good one for you today. But first, let's take a moment to just worship the Lord through some song and dance.
Everywhere that I go, you're there with me. Even in the night when I cannot see, I know you're by my side and I will be just fine. Oh God, you're always good to me. I wanna say thank you, thank you. I will live my life to praise you, and lift you high. Every night and day I'll follow in your ways. I wanna say thank you, thank you. I wanna say thank you, God. Every breath that I take, you give to me. Every brand new day is a blessing. I know you're by my side and I will be just fine. Oh God, you're always good to me. I wanna say thank you, thank you. I will live my life to praise you, and lift you high. Every night and day I'll follow in your ways. I wanna say thank you, thank you. I wanna say thank you, God. I wanna say thank you for mercy and kindness, for grace that is endless, love and forgiveness. I wanna say thank you for mercy and kindness, for grace that is endless, love and forgiveness. I wanna say thank you, thank you. I will live my life to praise you, and lift you high. Every night and day I'll follow in your ways. I wanna say thank you, thank you. I wanna say thank you, God. I wanna say thank you, God. I wanna say thank you, God.
Man, that was awesome. You know, when I worship God with music, it often reminds me of the salvation He gives me. I'm so thankful for the day when Jesus, who is God, came into my life. And if you've asked Jesus to save you, then you have a day like that too. But God doesn't come into our life until we decide to trust Him. Now, we've been learning about trusting God even if things don't really make sense. In fact, that connects right in with today's lesson. Here's a question for you. When is it hard to trust God? And here's a second. How can we trust Him anyway? You know, when we have questions like that, it's always good for us to head to God's Word to see what He has to say to us. So let's jump on over to Kellen and get the next installment in our story about Joseph.
Hey, Kellen.
Hey guys!
It's Bible story time with hey, Kellen. Hey, Kellen, what's our story today?
Today we're talking about Genesis chapter 40 and the story of Joseph in jail. And in order to help tell the story, I've recruited the ever so helpful So-and-So Show players. So, in case you haven't listened to the musical, I'll catch you up. Joseph has had a rough go at it. His brothers almost killed him, then sold him into slavery. After that, he was in a house of a powerful man named Potiphar. The whole time, God was with Joseph and brought him great success right up until he was accused of something he didn't do and was thrown in jail. Fortunately for Joseph, he isn't in there alone. There are two other people who were thrown in jail by Pharaoh. Pharaoh's official wine taster and his baker.
Wow! Mamma mia!
That night, they slept. And in the morning, the baker and the wine taster each told Joseph they had dreams.
You too.
Yes, what a coincidence!
If only there was somebody who had the power to interpret dreams.
Yes, someone maybe who has been blessed with God's power. Have you been blessed with God's power?
Only God knows what dreams mean, but I believe he'll help me with yours. All right. Okay, come on, wine taster. Hit me with your best shot. Let's go.
There was a vine that appeared in front of me with 3 branches. As soon as they budded, they flowered, and the bunches of ripe grapes grew on them. Pharaoh's cup appeared in my hand, and I grabbed those grapes and I squeezed them into Pharaoh's cup. I gave the cup to the Pharaoh, and then le fin. That's French for the end.
The 3 vines mean 3 days. In 3 days, Pharaoh will let you out of prison and give you your old job back. And then you'll put the cup in Pharaoh's hand just like you used to. But hey, remember me when things are going well for you, huh? Speak to Pharaoh about me and getting me out of this prison.
Okay, me next, dreamer man.
All right, Baker, what's your dream? What's your dream?
Okay, dreamer, all right, here we go now. All right, so I got these baskets on top of my head, right? And they got the bread in them, but there's 3 baskets, right? 1, 2, 3. All right, and the top of basket, it's got the best bread for the Pharaoh. However, we got these birds that'll be flying around and eating the bread out of the basket. Okay, so what does it mean, huh? What does it mean? What do I get, huh? Am I going to be the, I don't know, the king baker man or the special baker man, you know, like a real big house, maybe a little pool, huh?
No, not really.
Okay, that's all right. Smaller house, smaller pool, all right. Just tell me, huh?
Joseph told the baker what his dream meant, that the Pharaoh was to have him killed.
But birds are gonna eat your brains.
Mamma mia!
3 days passed, and everything Joseph said had come to pass. The wine taster was back with the Pharaoh, and the baker was put to death.
Mamma mia!
However, the wine taster didn't remember to tell Pharaoh about Joseph. In fact, he forgot all about him. The end. Great job. Let's give a big round of applause to our So-and-So show players.
That's a pretty sad story, Kellen.
A lot of stories are sad if you end them in the middle. Sometimes things don't make sense. Think about it. Think about Joseph stuck in jail when he didn't do anything wrong. Or think about Jesus, who was perfect, yet he felt more pain than any of us could imagine. Even you. Maybe something sad happens to your family. Or you get a bad grade on a test even though you know you studied for it. When things just don't click, you can always count on God. He's going to be there. In fact, he's always been there alongside you even when nothing else in your world makes sense.
Thanks, Kellen. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye, man.
You know, Kellen made a good point. A lot of stories do seem really sad or weird when you stop them in the middle. But that's our story. You and I are in the middle of our stories right now. And we can't see the future. We don't know what good or bad things will happen, just like Joseph isn't really sure what's going to happen to him. And what a ride it's been for Joseph. I wouldn't want to be thrown in prison, would you? I didn't think so. And for those of you who just said yes, you kinda already are stuck in your house or apartment, so you got what you wished for. Just kidding. But being stuck in our homes can help us understand just a tiny bit of what it was like for Joseph to be stuck in jail. And because the drink taster forgot to mention Joseph to Pharaoh, he doesn't know when he's gonna get out. Kinda like us. We don't know when all this corona craziness will be over. But just like Joseph, we can trust that God is with us, even when things don't make sense. So if you are stuck at home, bored, wondering why God would ever let something like this happen, remember, we're only in the middle of the story. You can trust him, and we'll see how he uses this situation to do some amazing things. We love you, preteens, and we'll see you soon.